Welcome to our channel. Fastbreak Podcast USA. Today's Christine Brennan talks about new book on basketball phenom Caitlin Clark. Women's basketball has been around for a century or more, in many iterations, but it has never, and I mean never, enjoyed the popularity it does right now. In the past 3 years or so, the women's game has exploded, and there is one primary reason why. Clark set the world on fire in college at Iowa, playing for 2 straight national titles and leaving college as the sport's all-time leading scorer. Then, a few weeks later, the ponytail rocking, from the logo shot-making superstar, was the first overall pick of the WNBA's Indiana Fever. And in her first season, she set dozens of records, and the league is enjoying never-before-seen popularity. It hasn't been without a bit of controversy, though. There is an insane amount of jealousy that has surrounded this unique talent, and it hasn't always been good. There are also testy racial issues that go back and forth, and it's relentless. She's a white girl in a sport dominated by black women for a long time. But Clark has handled it all well and created a massive audience for the women's game that's raised the bar for attendance in arenas and ratings on TV. USA Today columnist Christine Brennan, who also can be seen on many national television outlets throughout the year, has been writing about women's sports and many other things for more than 4 decades. No voice is louder or more respected when it comes to female athletes and their accomplishment on the national and world stage. She's covered a lot of great athletes, but there's nothing quite like what's going on with Clark and how she has completely changed women's basketball. It's such a great story that Brennan is writing a yet untitled book on Clark and her impact on the game and the world. It's scheduled to come out in 2025. Christine and I have been covering sports for a long time, and our paths have crossed often. She was kind enough to sit down with me for a Fastbreak podcast, and it's 38 minutes of pure gold. We talk a bit about the Paris Olympics and our favorite sports writing day together in 1984. But the vast majority is about Clark and her impact on the game. I hadn't written a book for Scribner since 2006, but we got to talking about Caitlin Clark. Fascinating story, most popular athlete in sports. She's the most important female athlete in history. Bigger than the '99 Olympic soccer team. Bigger than even Billie Jean King. I mean, the women's NCAA final outdrew the men on TV by 4 million. But with no book proposal, which has never happened before with any of my 7 books, just a conversation, they bought the Caitlin Clark book. It's unauthorized, in a sense that I am not working with Caitlin on it. It's not as told to. And it's a journalist's view, my view. There will be many, many interviews. I'm a journalist, and I'm going to ask a lot of questions. I'm so honored. I feel like a lifetime of work has led to this, to tell the story accurately. On first impressions about Caitlin Clark. That last game of the regular season in 2023, Indiana had that lead with a couple of seconds left, and Caitlin hits this prayer of a 3-pointer at Iowa. And I couldn't believe what I saw. I remember that was really the moment for me with Caitlin Clark. The buzzer beater, like wow. I wasn't at any of these games, wasn't writing about her, but I was just a spectator, and I think that made a difference. And then the tournament rolls around, and I'm really watching, me and several million other people. I'm intrigued, and I'm seeing it develop as a spectator. I'm getting it. I'm not the cynical journalist, I'm just watching. They upset South Carolina, but then they lose to LSU, and the whole thing with Angel Reese. And it just takes on a life of its own. Now here it is, it's getting the coverage. This is really something. This is a big, big deal. I'm kind of like every person, every woman, I'm intrigued. I haven't been writing about it, but my sister buys tickets to the Iowa-Maryland game, and I just go as a spectator. The game starts, and she pulls up at the logo and nails a 3. My jaw drops, and I've been doing this for 42 years at the time. It was amazing, and I had to start writing about it. And we'll talk about all of that season, and an incredible moment in America history, and what she's meant to the sport. On Caitlin being left off the Olympic team. I'm surprised USA Basketball did what it did. She belonged on that team. The undercurrent against her. I wanted Diana Taurasi and Rihanna Stewart to talk to me about it. Why are they raining on this parade? Why does she say what she says? I was all over that story, and I have a lot of questions about it. Thanks you for watching. Stay connected with us for more videos.